Shalom, y'all. What's going on? We're just gonna dive right into it. I got a word for you. Essentially, out of the book of James, I want to read something to you and explain this little principle as to why and how individuals are or become double-minded in all their ways. Okay, so James chapter 1. Jacob, who's James, the servant of Elohim and of the Master Yeshua Messiah, to the 12 tribes who are in the dispersion. Greetings. My brothers, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the proving of your belief works endurance. Other translations say, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. And let endurance or patience have its perfect work, so that you might be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. Okay? If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of Elohim, who gives to all generously and without reproach, meaning he doesn't hold back. He's very generous. If you need it, he's got it. If you need wisdom, he will pour out into you. If you need knowledge, he will pour out into you. If you need understanding, he will pour out into you without holding back. It shall be given to him. Verse 6, but he should ask in belief, not doubting. For he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. For that man should not think that he shall receive whatever from the Master. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. The man doubting should not think that he shall receive whatever from the Master. For he is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. Listen, guys. If you're going to stand in faith, if you're going to stand in love with people, if you're, like, you named a situation, like if you're wavering, what it comes down to is you have not made up your mind. Make up your mind. Right, wrong, or indifferent, you make up your mind and run with it, and then own the consequences. That's where grace and mercy come through. You make up your mind and trust that the Father has you. As long as you're standing and operating in righteousness. It's the key there, right? Stand and operate in righteousness. Firm in your belief. Without doubting, without wavering. If His word is true, then it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with Him and His righteousness and His integrity and His honor, His character. You're just a conduit. See, the reason why people feel so sure about something, regardless of what it is, this is very general, but it's applicable across the board with so many different things. They feel so sure because they've made up their mind. Now, we can make up our minds in many different areas. We can make up our mind to forgive. We can make up our mind to withhold forgiveness. We can make up our mind to believe for a healing. Or we can make up our mind that the Father won't heal. See how it goes in multiple directions? But more times, whenever there is doubt that the Father would ever heal, it's because you've made your mind. You've chosen to believe that He doesn't or He won't. Oh, that He doesn't do that anymore. Where is your belief? Or where are you doubting? Oh, well, I don't think that the Father brought me here. or maybe the Father's speaking to me, telling me to do this or to do that. Are you sure? Have you made up your mind? Have you made up your mind that you are going to follow the Father in every possible way, regardless of the cost? Because believe me, it costs something. But blessed are you who lose your lives for His sake, and that includes your livelihood. But blessed are you who lose your lives for His sake, for you will surely find it. Make up your mind. You have to choose to believe it. It is active. It is intentional. There's a term in the investing world. It's called fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's called FUD. It's an acronym. FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And that's exactly what the enemy has purposed to do, is to place fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the body of believers. Are you full of FUD? Are you a fuddy-duddy? Like, it's a real thing. But the same as in the investment world, those who make the money are the ones who made up their mind and paid attention and studied trends, studied the company that they are investing in, so on and so forth. They've done their due diligence to know and understand that what they are investing in, they believe in. And what they believe in, they feel and trust that it will show dividends. It's a good investment. Now, sometimes we make poor investments, or we miss something in the details, or whatever. And then, naturally we suffer the ramifications of that poor investment. It's not saying that we're going to be perfect all the time across the board. But a lot of the times, if you pay attention, stock markets move because of FUD. This article says this about this stock company, or what have you. Or this article said that. Or Elon Musk said this about this crypto. Causing people to be either optimistic or creating FUD in the system, causing people to pull their money. And thus, more often than not, losing. The principle within the stock market, the principle within investing, is just the same as this. Have you made up your mind? Have you done your due diligence? Because faith comes by hearing, and hearing the Word of God. How much time are you spending in the Word? Do you truly believe that in Mark 11, 23 and 24, whenever Yeshua says, when you speak to that mountain to be moved, I tell you it will be moved? Again, reiterating what he's saying, whatever you say in faith, believing fully in your heart, that thing you will have. And James reiterated it right here. He who should ask in belief, not doubting. Did you make up your mind that His word is true? It's non-negotiable. And it has nothing to do with you. Only Him. I'll leave you with that. Make up your mind. Because it will either lead to great success or your greatest detriment. Shalom.